All right, guys, welcome back to the London Penthouse, part 2. Seems like a lot of you guys enjoyed the last video. You probably clicked on the video because of the bowler background, so we're going to do it again today in the different angle because I was sitting over there, I'm sitting here now, and it seems like a lot of people clicked in the video because of the background but stayed for the advice and the suggestions, and I encourage you to do the same for this video again because the advice and the suggestion that I'm about to give you could potentially change the entire trajectory of your life or at least improve the quality of your current situation, and I generally do mean that. So let's go ahead and dive in. The concept that I want to talk about today is the whole idea of time and how much I think people waste of it. And I really wish more people, including of my clients, understood this concept, and that's why I wanted to make a video talking about it, because I see people who are successful adopt this mindset and I have people who are unsuccessful not adopt this mindset. So I wanted to share it with you and hopefully you've got a key tangible takeaway. If you didn't know already, I've been in sales full-time for the better part of the last 5 years full-time. And I've had hundreds and thousands of sales conversations at this point, hour-long conversations with strangers. And I spoke about last week, one of the key differentiators I see between people who are successful and who are not successful is their ability to outwork everybody, to put in the effort, put maximum effort. If you have a 10K goal, put in a 10K effort. But one of the other things I've noticed is that people who are successful have a sense of urgency and the people who do not have a lack of urgency. I've, again, spoken to people from all walks of life, hundreds and thousands of different situations. And I'll talk to people, understand and establish their problems, find out what they exactly want, their goals, and if our solution, the things that I was providing from helping someone start their own business or learning to get into cybersecurity or helping someone grow their business or really any of the, I think 8 or 10 plus different things I've sold in my lifetime, my career. It was always the same story. I want to think about it. I want to do it next week, next month, next year. And people, no matter how crazy the situation, no matter the consequences, no matter the urgency behind them, they just wouldn't move. And this is the core essence of what I want you to understand, the idea I want you to get, which is that most people act like they have infinite amount of time, right? That their clock doesn't stop. But I can guarantee you guys, there is one thing I can guarantee you, is that you and I are both going to die eventually, and that when we both die, we're going to pay more taxes. This is the only thing that is guaranteed in life, right? It ends at some given point, right? At this time of recording, right? There's no treatments out there that will allow you to live forever, right? But that is the guaranteed point, right? You know, life is going to end eventually, but we don't know when that clock stops. But a lot of people move, act, and think as if their clock never stops. They act as if they're going to be around forever, and they spend their time as if they have infinite amounts of it. I want to share this analogy with you that I think will really, really contextualize this point extremely well, which is that if I was to give you a hypothetical scenario where I was to give you all the money that you'd ever earn in your entire lifetime in your bank account right now, but the balance is unknown, you don't know how much is in there, my question would be to you is, how would you spend that money? Would you spend it frugally? Would you spend it safely? Would you take a lot of risks? What would you do? For the 99.9% of you, right, people who have at least 2 brain cells to knock together would say you would spend that money slowly because you don't know how much is in there, because if you spent all of it, you could end up homeless, right? Yet, this is the same way that people spend their time. They spend it like they have infinite amounts of it, but you do not know how much is in your balance. You do not know how much time is on the clock. And what I encourage you to do is develop a sense of urgency and take a very, very good look on how you spend your time. How much longer do you want to delay the decision in terms of making money online? How much longer do you want to delay the decision of doing X, Y, and the thing, X, Y, Z, and the thing that you know that you need to do, but you're not doing it? How much longer do you want to delay that? Because the number one thing, and I don't want to fear monger here, but like the number one thing that you don't want to die with is regret, right? You don't want to be laying on your deathbed, with all the people around you of what you could have been, right? The could have beens, right? The should have beens, right? You don't want to be sitting there with that regret. And what I urge you to do is really take a good look at where you're spending your time and think about decisions you need to make that are going to ultimately put you forth in life, and stop wasting time where you know you're wasting it. Because at the end of the day, we all do it. I do it. You do it, right? I'm not being a hypocrite here. I do it myself as well. We all waste time in certain areas that we shouldn't be. And what I would encourage you to do is really take a real hardcore assessment of, do you have what you want in life? And think of the decisions you need to start making, the things you need to start doing, so that you can move with an element of urgency and you stop just sitting there waiting for shit to happen, because I can guarantee it's not. Again, referencing to the hundreds and thousands of conversations I've had over the past couple years, selling 8, 10 plus different things. People act like they don't have urgency, right? Yet they know what they need to do, but they don't pull the trigger. They act like they have all the time in the world, but I can assure you, again, I'm not sure if I mentioned this already, but especially guys who are in their 20s and their teens, it feels like that period of your life is going to last forever. But I can assure you, my going from 18 to 23, I turned 24 in November, has gone by just like that. So quick. And it feels like things are going to be around forever, but I can assure you they are not. So stop spending your time like you have infinite amounts of it, like it's going to continue to come out. Like you could be hit by a bus tomorrow. God knows, anything could happen, right? God forbid, but it's all possible. It's all within reality. So stop moving through life as if you have no urgency, because you do, right? You really, really, really do, right? Start taking the steps, doing the things you need to do, making the decisions you need to make to propel your life forward and change your situation. Because again, no one's going to change your situation but you. If you don't have the reality you want, if you don't have the situation that you want, you need to accept that as 100% your responsibility. It may not be your fault, but it's definitely your problem. And yeah, spend time like you don't have anything left. Develop a sense of urgency, move towards your goals like you should have achieved them yesterday, because this is why 99% of people are average, right? They are comfortable. They're comfortable wasting their time on things that do not matter and things that are not important to them. So this video doesn't need to be longer than it already is. So of course, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you got some value from it. And stop wasting time. Make decisions you need to make. Start putting your attention, your focus, and your energy towards areas that actually matter to you and is going to change your circumstance, your situation. Because man, oh man, oh man, if I got started, trying to do and making money online when I was a lot younger, I could be well ahead of where I am now. And if I put my focus, my time, my energy, and I made the right decisions when I was a lot younger, I could be way further than I am now. Even though I'm at a great place for my age, I could achieve a lot more, that's for sure. So take my advice. Hopefully you got some value from today's video. And as usual, I'll see you in the next one.